What's good, YouTube? YouTube fam, YouTube familia. Wagwan, what it do, y'all? It's your boy, Damien, aka Ross Mindset, back at it with yet another video. It's snowing. I'm just outside. I just got off work, but I was walking for a minute, but I decided to sit down. It's kind of hard to walk and talk, especially having to traverse through this thick snow that's out here. It's kind of deep, but hey, boys, back at it. Wanted to talk about something that's a little controversial, something that's been up in the air for the past few years, something that really hits close to home inherently due to being a melanated man in this country. It's this whole Black Lives Matters movement. And before I really get too deep into it, I just want to say yes, Black Lives Matters. In fact, people are gonna hate me for this, but all lives matters. But I don't use that to debunk what others are trying to say. I do understand that blacks are being killed at a disproportionate rate than other ethnic groups, but there definitely is a reason to that. Like, it's not just because they're black. There definitely is underlying reasons that no one wants to really discuss or talk about. So yeah, Black lives do matter. I do agree with that. However, I don't agree with this whole movement, this whole cap culture, this whole virtue signaling that's going on everywhere. On social media and just everywhere, all these blackouts and hashtags, just because everyone else is doing it. First off, if you don't care about something, you don't have to follow what everybody else is doing. You can think for yourself. You don't have to follow anything. And if you actually wanted to partake in an actual change or movement, how about actually instead of being out there and protesting and whining and screaming and complaining, how about actually help out the communities that are actually in need? If you really truly cared, how about actually donate to charities? Well, not even do that, because you gotta be careful with that. But I mean, like, help out kids that are in need of help in the inner cities. How about try to rehaul this educational system that fails urban youth every single day, every single year? How about help out kids that grow up in these broken homes due to certain agendas that are being pushed to destroy certain structures? How about that? Because to be real with y'all, I was a part of the movement a few years ago. Well, not really a part of it, but I was in the march back in 2017, back when the Unite the Right, all this bullshit happened. I was a part of that movement. I was really out there protesting. Just because that's just who I naturally am. The thing about me is nowadays I never really pick a side. That's just what being like a punk rocker or like being hardcore is all about. It's about really just trying to follow the truth and do the right thing. So yeah, I was really out there. In Seattle, I was really out there with the march. But shortly after I got there, I noticed a few things. I noticed something wasn't quite right with it. No pun intended. I just noticed a lack of participation from the melanated community. It was just mostly just leftists or liberals, or I don't know, just whatever. I don't even know what you call that anymore, but it was just a bunch of people from that crowd. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like if there's an issue within a particular group of people, I feel like it's that group of people's responsibility to really take control of it and not be babysat or feel like someone needs to guide you to something. You feel me? I feel like it's kind of ridiculous that other people have to do the speaking for us or go and take the action for us. So I just found it ridiculous that we weren't really a part of that. And that's what my initial understanding was. That's why I initially went to participate, because I thought it was like some new kind of Black Panthers type thing, to where it was like a new revolution type of thing. But no, it's not that. It wasn't that at all. Well, at least back then, and probably still now. But I'm not really too caught up or aware of what it is now. But yeah, so that it just didn't make any sense to me that the Black community, the melanated community, didn't really participate in it. So I was just kind of bewildered and confused. I mean, I still participated in it anyway. I guess I consider myself a spy, I suppose, if you want to call it that. And it got really interesting when I asked, okay, low key, I was trying to mac on this chick, but I asked her, what about the black on black crime that goes on? What about that? And they didn't have an answer for me. And that's what really made me think, okay, so these people are upset about the police and about, white supremacy and whatnot, but no one wants to talk about what we do to ourselves. No one, because the thing is, I feel like no one wants to talk about it because no one has an answer for it. When there is answers, there is things you could do about it. It's just you feel like it's not within your power, or you just want to follow what everyone else is doing. That's the thing. That's why I don't follow the movement, is because it's essentially a mass virtue signaling movement. It's a mass cap movement. Here's the thing, if you were prejudiced against someone who's black, or you've said something that's somewhat prejudiced or racist, but years later you want to post hashtags and blackouts and all this other nonsense on social media, what kind of person are you, man? Dead ass. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how people will virtue signal and pretend like they care about something, and in reality they're just doing it because everyone else is doing it, and it's like the righteous thing to do. And that's why I'm not really a part of it anymore. That's why I started to really go my own way with things, especially after the year 2020, man. It really woke me up to how people's true nature are. It really just made me take a step back and look and to see what people's true motives are, and like the snakes are really hiding in the grass. Because here's the thing, man, if you don't care about something, why pretend? Why pretend to be cool? You don't have to follow everybody else to care. And again, if you really want to take action, how about instead of getting on social media and crying about it, not even just protesting? Who cares about all that? What's that going to change, man? It's going to keep happening over and over again, because there's two sides to this. It's more than just being oppressed. It's more than just white supremacy. It's also the culture that's within the melanated community that contributes to this. Because no one ever talks about all these rappers dying. No one cares about that. It's just dropping like flies, and I don't see a hashtag anywhere about that, or about what goes on in, like, let's say Chicago every single weekend. No one ever posts up about that. No one ever puts up hashtags about that. No one ever wants to speak out about that, except for maybe a few of like the melanated people. And that just adds to my point. It's like, why only care about one aspect of it, but completely turn a blind eye to the other? The actual more important part that we need to care about. That's why it's all just bullshit to me, man. It's just disgusting how people just will put on a mask for something, especially knowing damn well they don't give a fuck, man. If you don't care, man, if you don't like something, man, or if you really don't care, you don't have to pretend. No one's forcing you to pretend. Just because it's a mass movement and everybody else is a part of it doesn't mean, oh man, I feel like it's the right thing to do. No. How about follow your own instinct, your own gut? So in reality, man, Black lives, man, they don't even matter. They don't matter. No, man. And it ain't ever gonna matter, man. We are too far gone, man. To the point where in the next 100 years, I don't know. Here's the thing, man. I'm an optimist, man. I try to see the positive side of things. I try to think there's always hope. But at this rate, man, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And there's things that are being pushed out there that I can't really talk about because you'll be witch hunted and shit. But there are certain agendas, there's certain things that are being pushed out there that's only making it worse, and no one really wants to speak about it. No one really wants to talk about it. No one really realizes it, but until it's too late. So in the end, man, dude, they really don't matter. I mean, to me, they do. Like, personally, they do. But to society, it just feels like cap. It just feels like they really don't matter. Especially considering how people who were part of that movement, how they've treated me in the past, how I was overlooked just based on my appearance, how I was looked down upon in favor of others, and now suddenly you're a part of it. Yeah, I understand people change, but how do you think that makes an individual feel? And I know it's not even just about me, it's about mostly everybody, but that's why I'm saying, man, it's just, you gotta really take a step back and really think, man. Really think, really evaluate and do your own research about shit, man. But yeah, that's all I really got, y'all, man. Shit. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Follow your boy on Instagram, Ross Mindset. I can't promise this, but I'll probably link it down in the description. It is Ross, RAS _ MINDSET. It's not like my YouTube because you can't put special letters or nothing like that. But yeah, that's really all I got, y'all. Hopefully, I'm trying to really do this on a more consistent basis. I've been really inspired to do this kind of thing by other YouTubers, especially other melanated YouTubers that really come out and really speak the truth. So I want to come out and speak my truth. So I'm trying to really get this out on a more consistent basis. So I appreciate anyone who's been tuning in and checking out. And yeah, with that being said, I'll wrap this up. And until next time, y'all, peace.